I give advice to plenty of founders who want to build billion-dollar companies. And the reason I do that is because I build billion-dollar companies.
Yeah.
All right, Steven, bro. He got on your show. Not Steven, it's Steven. He got on your show and called you a little ass boy. He said, I build billion-dollar companies. That's what I give advice to. I ain't gonna lie, Stephen A, bro. You just folded to the white man, man. You really might be a raccoon. I think he is, bro. Yeah, I wanted to get into some of this. Stephen A. Smith. I don't know what's been going on with bro, but I'm seeing a lot I'm seeing a lot about him recently. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what type of time he been on. I did see a couple clips of him saying he don't like Braun, but like that's been passed, bro. But let's get into it, bro. I don't want to talk too much. Stephen A. Smith gets exposed by his own friends badly. My boy Flacco. Let's lock in, bro.
Stephen A. Smith is having a very tough week. All right, he got embarrassed by Serena Williams' husband, and then his own.
I did see that. I see something like well, let him talk. I think he was talking about how Serena was dancing on Kendrick's Super Bowl performance. You know, if y'all see that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, she was doing that, and he was like, yo, if my wife was doing that, I think her husband pulled up, checked him on the show. Stephen A. Smith got like everything was cool, man. I don't know, man. Stephen A., you sound like oh.
Friends have been turning on him based on things he have said about Jasmine Crockett. Everywhere he goes is controversy, bro. Yo, I've seen more Stephen A. Smith hit pieces on TikTok today than I've ever seen in my entire life, bro. People are like finally waking up to who Stephen A. Smith is exactly, and it's all because of this new like political arc he has gotten on. So
let's just
address the Serena Williams husband thing first, which like the problem with this is not the fact that he was kind of cowardice or he kind of like bent the knee. It's the
bro, he was a hoe. I ain't gonna lie, he was a hoe. Nah. He was a hoe. That man went on the. Let me stop talking.
Comparison to how he bent the knee to Serena Williams' husband, but then in regards to LeBron James, where they have similar issues, or at least the problems that Serena Williams' husband had with Stephen A. Smith and what LeBron James had with Stephen A. Smith is similar, right? It's similar enough to where the reaction was supposed to be the same, okay? So Stephen A. Smith, when Serena Williams went on like the Super Bowl and Crip walked for Kendrick Lamar, you know, kind of teaming up with Drake's op to, you know, to throw a shot back at Drake, who is her ex, Stephen A. Smith, Ryan Clark, and others essentially said, man, if that was my woman, man, she wouldn't do that. If she did that, she'll be back with the ex and not me, bro. I ain't tolerating that.
That's talking too crazy. Because you calling his husband, you calling her husband, oh, that's talking too crazy, bro.
I just want to say, the Serena moment for me.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just like, I want to.
Serena, like, let's just give her.
Well, you can say give her a props, but I'm just. But Shannon brought it up, so I'm going there. I'm going to be like, if I'm your husband, I'm like, why are you up there dancing or something?
I wanted my lick
trolling your ex.
And don't you mess up either, because I get my lick back on you.
Troll, you worried about him?
Williams is a public figure. She did something very publicly. And as a commentator, he has every right to speak on it. He did nothing wrong in my eyes, right? But Serena Williams' husband, he did nothing wrong either. He came to check Stephen A. Smith for saying what he said about Serena Williams. Now, my thing is Alex going to have the same energy for everybody else? Because Shannon Sharp said something, Ryan Clark said something. Is he going to have that same energy towards them?
I know that. I ain't gonna lie. But you know what it is with Shannon, bro. That's big Shannon. You ain't about to press Shannon now. I mean, Shannon did had to pay that girl what was it? Couple I don't mean to bring this up, but let's go do some research, y'all. Shannon Sharp alleged the man before meeting fans moderates admit his 20 million. Sell him 20 mil? You could bring this up. You know what I'm saying? Say, let's talk about my wife. You're here paying 19-year-olds 20 million. He could bring that up. But in terms of pressing Shannon, though, Man, that's still Big Shannon. I don't know if you want to do that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I want to see it. So he came to check Stephen A. Smith. Now, here's the thing. When Stephen A. Smith gets called out by an athlete, or when Stephen A. Smith gets called out by another commentator, what Stephen A. Smith does is he goes on that show and he says, put the camera on me. I didn't discuss this with the bosses. Forgive me, but I gotta get this.
Nah, he do be moving like that.
And he screws up his face and he goes off. Damn near growls. Stephen A. Smith will put the camera on me to death. When an athlete mentions something about him, when somebody in the same space as him appear. But when Alex came on to check Stephen A. Smith about something.
So we basically saying he don't keep that energy with the white man. That's what we saying. Because all the athletes, he covers NBA, bro. Everybody NBA black. I mean, no really, like, you know what I'm saying? So we be saying he don't keep the energy with the white man. But with the black man, he want to check. I don't know. He sound like a raccoon, man. That's people trying to say. I ain't trying to put it on him. I'm just saying. I think that's what people trying to say. That he might be a raccoon. I don't know, though. We gonna go down the rabbit hole.
Where Stephen A. Smith was in the right about, to be honest. Here's how Stephen A. Smith reacted. And it shocked everybody.
Well, also, too, Stephen A. Smith, I think you had some marriage advice for me. Is that right? Or...
Well, you know what? Listen, I did it. People, headlines are headlines. We can get into that another time, but I was hoping you were going to be here. I am not qualified. Married? Right. Oh no, not me. Well, I ain't qualified.
Hold it, bro.
I was going to ask because you hadn't been married before, right?
He folded like a lawn chair, man.
I'm married.
No, see.
No.
Okay. Yeah, because I give advice to plenty of founders who want to build billion-dollar companies. And the reason I do that is because I build billion-dollar companies.
Yeah.
All right, Steven, bro. He got on your show. Not Steven. He got on your show and called you a little ass boy. He said, I build billion-dollar companies. That's what I give advice to. I ain't gonna lie, Stephen A. bro. You just folded to the white man, man. You really might be a raccoon. I think he is, bro. He might be.
So I generally try to stay in my lane as advice
Then
department.
we'll talk marriage advice later. I'm going 13 years strong. We got you.
Deal.
Alexis, thank you so much. Athlos NYC 2-night event in New York. Incredible. Can't wait to watch. I'm looking for a Tiffany's crown. Appreciate you, Alexis.
Appreciate you.
Stephen A. Smith bending the knee and his reaction caught a lot of people off guard. Now, my take is, listen, if Stephen A. Smith felt like he was wrong, then he has every right to bow down because nobody should defend a position they felt like they were wrong on. But
so why say
Steven Jackson, who's been on the receiving end of one of the put the camera on me rants by Stephen A. Smith, was shocked to see Stephen A. Smith bending the knee to Alex. Now, Alex is a billionaire who, by the way, has connections to the bosses at ESPN. Stephen A. Smith knew not to act a fool in front of Alex.
Oh, shit. He said, I'm going to get your job. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Nah, he got humbled. Damn, it's like, I even know. Little boy, bro. That's what I said, bro. Little boy.
Jackson took to his Instagram to call out Stephen A. Smith for bending the knee to Alex, but not bending the knee to LeBron, to him, and others who he was objectively wrong in whatever conflict they had.
Come on, Stephen A., bro. You get loud and all in your feelings about Braun. When Braun, he talking to a black billionaire, but when you talking to a white billionaire, you humble. And you come back on your show talking real respectful, mild manner, man. Hey, bro, listen, bro. And you dogging the black women. Like, let's stay out of politics and stick to talking about sports you never played.
Damn.
All right? Just stick to doing that, bro. We not gonna vote for you if you talk. I heard you talking about running. You
vote for Stephen A. for what? Is he running for president? Stephen A. Smith? Absolutely not. Come on, bro. Let's be for real.
Don't do that, bro. We not gonna vote for you. No. We're not. But check this out, bro. Stop, bro. Okay? You do not have the same energy for other people, but you got the lot of energy for Braun and black women and everybody else. Well, stop it.
Towards the end, he's also upset about what Stephen A. Smith said about Jasmine Crockett, which we'll get to. But with the LeBron situation, why there's like a drastic difference is because after Alex kind of embarrassed Stephen A. Smith online, he had everybody talking, like had him looking crazy. Stephen A. Smith followed up and went on his show and further apologized to Alex and said that he did nothing wrong.
There's no way.
He was really humble and cool about it.
There's no way.
It wasn't a Stephen A. Smith that we was used to, and that was like a complete difference between how he treated LeBron James.
Glad that it didn't escalate or anything like that. He is her husband. He loves her dearly. They have 2 wonderful children together, and I have absolutely.
But when Bron came to defend his son, you could have said this. That's his father. He loves him dearly. I have no absolute. So what? Stephen A, bro. I don't know. Bro, you looking like a sellout, bro. It's looking crazy, bro. For LeBron, too, out of all people, LeBron is probably like the pinnacle like role model for black boys, bro. Like LeBron is a great. You want to have that smoke for him because he coming at you because you was talking about his son. But when
absolutely no issue with him whatsoever wanting to address that situation with me because that's her husband. And I certainly meant no disrespect towards him at all. I was just saying that men, knowing us as men, you know, if we're married and our wife is showing energy towards anybody else, even in a negative way, we're asking ourselves, if you're happy, why show that energy? You know, that's it. But that's all it was. But I wasn't going to get into it on national television. I'm a professional. Now, if it had escalated and he wanted to get into it more, we'd kept the cameras rolling. I'd have said fine. But he was sitting there saying, you wasn't married, right? So, you know, you give him marital advice. That's how he framed it. And he says, I give advice about building companies.
See, when you start over explaining yourself, bro, that's how you know you lost, bro. He's going on and on, bro. You got humble. You got cooked. It is what it is. Take the L and move on, bro. Just accept it, bro. It's cool, bro. You basically called that man daddy on your own show. He made you his son. He said you don't build billion-dollar companies, stay in your lane, and you was like, all right, yes, sir. That's what happened, bro. Just tell her how it is, gang. It is what it is, bro.
Please, because that's what I do, essentially implying that I'm not married, so who am I to say something like that? I'm saying paraphrasing. I think that's a fair comment on his part. I don't have to agree with it, but I took no offense to it.
Now let's compare the difference between how Stephen A. Smith reacted to LeBron James. LeBron James checked Stephen A. Smith at a basketball game for saying things about his son, Bronny, okay? LeBron never lunged at Stephen A. Smith. He never tried to hit Stephen A. Smith. He just told Stephen A. Smith, keep Bronny's name out your mouth. Keep Bronny's name out your effing mouth, right? Stephen A. Smith then proceeded to go on his show and say, if LeBron would have swung, I would have hit him back, right? And then he proceeded to do a press tour talking about how much he doesn't like LeBron James.
That man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately.
Stephen A. We gotta do more research, y'all. I'm sorry, but it might be a long reaction, bro. We gotta do more research, y'all. Stephen A. Smith. You are 6'1", 58 years old. Oh, he's born in the Bronx? That makes me even more upset with you, bro. We born in the same, you know what? Anyway, you are 6'1", 58 years old. Let's do some more research. LeBron James is 6'9", 40 years old, 250 pounds. And this might be cap, because he might be a little more than that, but 250 pounds. And if he would have swung on you, you would think you would have the opportunity to swing. If LeBron swung on you, you would be done. You wouldn't have a chance to swing. You would be out of there. Stephen A. be talking, bro. He's talking, but when the other, you know what? Stephen A. Smith, bro. He a funny guy.
And we're like, where did that come from? There was no threats of him swinging on you. Where did this energy come from?
You see, I don't run and hide. If I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. I was never shitting on Bronny James. I wouldn't do that to the James family. I was talking about one person and one person only. We may never speak in life again.
Yeah, you see now, all right there, bro. Hold on, wait. I'm sorry, bro. You see, Braun's one of those people, he deserves the glaze. Hold on. Let me look at this, man. He really went up to him. He says,
we may
none
never
of that.
Speak in life again.
Walked away, bro. W. Braun, yeah, man. W. Braun, man. That's my goal. You know who not doing that? Jordan. You know who not speaking up for black people? Jordan. You know he is in the act. You know, that's my goat, bro. That's my goat.
I'm fine with it.
Bro, Stephen A. chatting, bro.
I get paid to talk about.
Man, we skipping you, Stephen A. I don't care to talk about, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah. You talking to me, bro.
This a father being upset at you for coming on national television time after time saying that Bronny don't belong in the league. Bronny is this, Bronny is that. Why will Bronny be called up to play the game? Y'all trying to embarrass Bronny as if Bronny is this Make-A-Wish kid, right? Now some people think he's some people think he's a Make-A-Wish kid. Cool, right? But you would understand if you think that why your father will want to check you for it. But he reduces the conversation to LeBron is mad that I don't call him the GOAT. Man, cut it. You know how many people don't call LeBron the GOAT? You think LeBron
he don't care.
Is checking
LeBron know he the GOAT, and that's what that matters. LeBron know he the GOAT. He don't need you to call him the GOAT. He the GOAT in his pockets.
In that fashion because you didn't call him the GOAT? Stop it, man. Cut it out, bro. Right? But it's a drastic difference. Now, I'm not gonna say that Stephen A. Smith don't respect LeBron. I think he respects LeBron somehow, man. But Stephen A. Smith has said time after time after time that he respects his bottom line. Everything he does is about the bottom line, right? Being subservient to power. That's Stephen A. Smith model for success, right? You bow down and bend the knee when it comes to power. It would appear that Stephen A. Smith has taken that same mindset and carried it over into politics.
Bro,
right?
Stephen A.
That's
bro.
why his friends, or shall I say former friends,
Stephen
were pissed off at him because the way they were talking about Stephen A. Smith on their podcast.
Maybe Stephen A. Smith should just retire, bro. You 58. I think you got a contract for how much? Let me go pocket watch again, yo. Stephen A. Smith signed a 5-year, more than $100 million contract extension with ESPN. Oh. Okay, so he got like 5 years left. I ain't gonna lie, so Stephen A., after this 5 years, bro, just go. What was you? He's 58, 5 years, bro. You'll be 63. Bro, just go, bro. And just ride off to the sunset. Don't talk about nobody no more. Take your 100 M's. And just you know what I'm saying, go in the sunset. You stay on your Stephen A. Smith show, maybe talk about, but yeah, just you know what I'm saying, just what you gotta do, bro.
They couldn't possibly be current friends. They probably had a falling out after that podcast. So Stephen A. Smith, his life motto is you bend the knee and you bow down to power to get your way. So he was giving Jasmine Crockett some advice on how to deal with Donald Trump. And Stephen A. Smith was critiquing how Jasmine Crockett expressed herself, but he was also critiquing her unwillingness to bow down.
Let's go look that up too. Jasmine Crockett, United States representative. Oh, she's a political figure. 44, Democratic Party. Oh, I see where this is going. Yeah, Stephen A. Smith is a raccoon, bro. Yeah, I see where this is going. Yeah, I already see what it's. Oh man, Stephen. Yeah, I see where this is going. Yeah, GG, my boy.
Down and kiss the foot, right? To bow down and kiss the ring to get what she wants from Donald Trump.
Let me tell you what gets me annoyed. And I hope Jasmine Crockett is listening to this. By the way, she's welcome on the show. When you go on national television and you calling the president of the United States out of his name, and you're being all disrespectful, as a representative in this country, do you believe the citizens of Texas sent you there to do that? They don't like him either.
I gotta see the clip. What you be calling by his name? Like, I don't think she was on stage calling him a bitch or nothing. Like, no way she was doing that. But what you mean calling him out his name?
I'm talking about those who voted for her in all likelihood. But because he is who he is and he is in that position, they expect you to go to Capitol Hill and figure out a way to maneuver yourself through that terrain to work in a fashion that's going to facilitate getting things done on behalf of your constituents. That's your job. That's your job. Excuse my language on Sirius XM, but it ain't your job to say he ain't shit. He ain't worth a damn. That's not your job. Anybody can do that.
That's what she. Okay.
You're supposed to be figuring out a way to get things done.
Two things here. So first off,
yeah, I need some more.
I've had my critiques in the past of Jasmine Crockett and her mannerisms, but fam, listen, bro. I came to the conclusion Donald Trump has changed the landscape of politics, right? And what's acceptable. Donald Trump cusses. Donald Trump is unconventional.
He does.
So I had to realize, I was wrong.
Trump dumb disrespectful. Wait, that's your point. Trump be talking crazy. Trump be talking. Oh, nah.
Right? And if Jasmine Crockett wants to express herself, how she expresses herself or how she relates to, her audience and her demographic, she could do so. You know why? Because Donald Trump does the same thing. Bro, Donald Trump, ain't taking no podum. And he's not giving you 20-syllable words, bro. Donald Trump is direct to the point, man.
No, he is.
Bro. He's telling you what he means, how he means it, and he's calling his ops son of a you-know-what, right? So he's cussing out his ops. He's disrespecting people too, okay? Now, the second part about it is Donald Trump is willing to negotiate, and if you're somebody who's representing your district or your people, you shouldn't disrespect Donald Trump because you should want to sit down and negotiate certain privileges or certain things that your people could benefit from.
I see what he's trying to say. Basically, you gotta kind of bend toward him a little bit so he could get you, so you could kind of get on his good side. But no, because that's just, I feel like that's what God, that's what, as black people, that's what we don't want to do. We shouldn't have to bend to Trump's will to get what we want. We should just fight for what we want. What? Who is he? I know he's the president, obviously. Who is he? But you feel me? What do we? I don't know.
I hear it, right? I truly do. But when you get to a point where Jasmine Crockett is at, where she has presidential hopes at some point. Now, do I feel like those hopes are likely? Probably not. But Jasmine Crockett, if she believes, now she says this a lot, I don't know if she truly believes it, but if she believes that Donald Trump is a fascist, if she believes that Donald Trump is trying to take away certain liberties that as Americans we've enjoyed our entire history, well, not for black folks, but our history in America, if she believes that Donald Trump is a threat to democracy, I'm not saying Donald Trump is. I'm saying if she believes that in her head, that she has a right to fight it, right? That she has a right not to cave and not to bend the knee. All in the hopes of getting
on his good side,
some shekels or getting something back in return, right? And that's how I feel like.
That's what Stephen A. do.
If you like her or not, that's how I believe politicians should operate, right? If you believe in something, you should fight for it.
Yup. Come on, bro.
Now, if you don't believe that Donald Trump is that, then you shouldn't say it. If you don't believe he's a threat to democracy, then you shouldn't say it. You shouldn't be performative and theatrical, right? You should work with him and get things done. But if you truly in your heart believes he's this, then you shouldn't bend the knee to power. And even the Trump supporters, I think, can understand the concept of, if you believe the person in charge is bad and is a threat to democracy, you shouldn't bend the knee just because they're in power. You should fight it. Just like, when Joe Biden was in power, right? And the Biden administration was doing certain things that kind of threatened free speech. We wouldn't say, hey, Donald Trump, bend the knee to Biden because he's in power. He can kind of help you out and make sure you don't get charged with certain things. No, not at all. But people had a problem with this, and I've seen people who never criticized Stephen A. Smith have some words for Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of it, yeah.
Okay. So there's a podcast, I think it's led by Angela Rye, but they went ahead and discussed Stephen A. Smith, and here's what they had to say.
However, I will tell you that there is a through line between the Ice Cubes and the Jason Whitlocks and the Stephen A. Smiths. And these individuals, and Ice Cube may be slightly different than the other two, but
yes,
these individuals have been around.
What else could we doing
since we have been on this freedom struggle? There have always been individuals out there which exhibit behaviors of charlatans who utilize. Some people are in it for the change, and some people are in it for the change, right? And I think that's
a bar. I ain't gonna lie. I'll give you that, my boy. I'll give you that. That's a bar.
And they find the easiest path to the front of the line. And Stephen A. Smith is someone who doesn't have the
Ice Cube is a raccoon too? I didn't know those.
Depth to talk about House oversight or the appropriations process, right? And how you're able to bring resources back to your community, or what Jasmine is doing. So he rather lampoon her, or instead of having a constructive conversation. And so I've said what I've had to say about Stephen A. Smith in my book anywhere I can. I don't have a lot of use for him in the political dialogue. I think that there are individuals who he matriculated with at Winston-Salem State University that are extremely disappointed about the man he's become.
It's so disheartening to me. It's frustrating, because
he's following the white line. He just going. He just get it. Yeah, I see what they. Yeah, damn, bro. I ain't know Stephen A. Was he always like this? Yeah, I mean, I don't really be locked. I don't watch ESPN the first thing of that like that for real. I watch Shannon Sharp. Like when he was on the Undisputed Show with Skip, I was watching that. I watched Nightcap from time to time. I watched Shannon. I really watched Stephen A. Was he always like this, bro? I feel like he's getting a lot of Steve. Damn, I didn't know. Damn.
Anytime we speak on this, it's like we, man haters and all this. But I feel such confidence in Black men. I've never bought into the idea that all these Black men are voting for Trump. Like, they vote overwhelmingly Democrat. We're pretty much in line with each other. What you all are saying is no, they are, and the data shows that there have been inroads among Black men. I want to ask why, because it is frustrating to me, and it feels heartbreaking, to be honest, because we are impacted by this system as well. It's not a matter of who's impacted worse. We're impacted differently. We sit at the intersection of being Black and being women. And so when men are frustrated with this system, it feels like they fight us. And I would put Stephen A. Smith in that category too. I'm mad at y'all for having joy. I'm mad at y'all for having success. I'm mad at y'all for surpassing us on college campuses. And so it's a small sect of men that are so angry and hurt that they're willing to align with the people who oppress us. What am I getting wrong? Because if you listen to Stephen A. Smith and you find anything other than some absolute, pure, self-hating, little dick energy nonsense from that half-witted idiot basking in the rays of his own ignorance, it is sad to me that he even gets an audience of Black men. Why aren't Black men right now saying, F Stephen A. Smith, we banning him, we not listening to his podcast, we're not watching his show anymore? That's what Black women do. We organize.
But Angela Rye, right?
I ain't gonna lie. God damn.
Who is, I think, the A-Mike of the pod. She was friends with Stephen A. Smith at some point. So now Bakari never really liked Stephen A. Smith. He has been critical in the past. But to see, bruh, they calling this man stupid, saying his pee little, saying out of his depth. That's the thing, though, is Stephen A. Smith has expressed that he believes he could win the presidency. Come on, bro.
Like, what?
No chance. You don't have the billions that Trump has. And for the most part, you could say that Trump somewhat understood politics at a higher level than Stephen A. Smith. even Bakari is expressing, bro, Stephen A. Smith is dumb when it comes to politics, bro. He don't understand how nothing works at all. But yet he gives unsolicited opinions, which, I mean, we all give unsolicited opinions, right? I mean, like, this is what we do. But it just appears, man, that Stephen A. Smith is, I hate to use these references, man, but shucking and jiving, buck dancing, he's bowing down.
Yeah, he's a raccoon.
Going to encourage.
He's a raccoon.
What he would claim is the right path to go when it comes to dealing with people in power, which is
he's a raccoon.
bending the knee.
He's pussy.
Servant.
He's pussy.
And
that's what it is, bro.
Whatever rewards come from.
He will do whatever he needs to do or bow down to whoever he needs to bow down to make more money or go where he want to go. He has no morals. That's really what it is, bro.
Bending the knee and cooperating. And people right now believe we're not in the time to cooperate. We're not in the time to bend the knee. We're not in any time. Regardless of what side you're on, you could be a conservative or you could be a liberal. Both sides have to acknowledge right now the climate politically where we're currently at is not really a time to really concede any ground, bro.
He's tripping.
At all.
I think that's
people
where
right now
or
have war, bro.
Yeah, bro. I just want to tell you, bro, don't be like Stephen A. Smith. Now, me personally, I'm not a political guy, which is kind of what I want to go down the rabbit hole of my channel like a little bit, because I do want to learn more about politics and stuff, because I feel like it's important. Like me and none of my friends really, like, we're not really political people. Like, whenever stuff happens, we agree with some stuff, we disagree with some stuff, we just be in that. But I do think it is important to know a lot about politics, because like I'm getting older now, bro. Like I'm about to be 20 next year, like a couple months actually, like 3 months. It's like, bro, I gotta start knowing about my country, nigga. I fucking live here. So yeah, just don't be like Stephen A. Smith. From the vibe I'm getting, it seems like he bowed down to white people, he bowed down to anybody above him, and he has all the smoke for black people for whatever reason. But and he's willing to just do whatever he needs to do to get to the top and make more money. So don't be like him, bro. Have morals. Yeah, I think there's another video about this, so we might react to that one like 2 days, something like that. So yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe. Do more videos coming like this. And it's Jaden, I'm J Dub, and I'm out.